is Monday, February 26th. This is prep vlog day one, not day one of prep. I started prep about just over a week ago on February 17th. First week was kind of boring, nothing really happened. But anyways, here we are, about a week and a half in now. Just on the phone with Blue on Saturday. He changed up my food quite a bit, dropped things down significantly, probably like 30-35% drop in carbs. So should get the ball rolling here. I was 280 Saturday morning. I don't know what it was this morning. Doesn't matter. But yeah, let me walk you through my morning routine. Kind of already started it. Took a swig of that, didn't throw up, it's good. Been doing some L-tyrosine in the morning. Wash it all down, some Crystal Lights. Took it already, but this is my pill organizer. Monday morning is empty. Did some injectable L-carnitine as well. Usually I wake up around 9 because I'm a bum, but this morning my girlfriend's got an appointment, so gonna be heading out there with her. It's like 7:45 right now, which is early for me. Took my pills, took my carnitine, apple cider vinegar, tyrosine. It's time to go for my morning walk, which is my cardio right now. Good brisk walk in the morning. So let's go do that. This is pretty freaking cold this morning. It's like 35 degrees out, which is cold for the Northwest. I usually, when I got one of these walks in the morning, I'll just find a route. I've got like a trail that runs through the town I live in. It's right next to my apartment, so I just get on the trail, find a landmark. I time myself the first time I do it, find a landmark that's like 14 minutes in, because Blue has me doing not 25, not 30, but 27 minutes of cardio in the morning. So 27 minutes divided by 2 is about 14. So there's a landmark up here on the side of the trail that I'll turn around at and then work my way right back. So easy peasy. As you can see, I'm breathing heavy because I'm fat and out of shape, and walking fast gets me tired. It's pretty pathetic. Alright, we're coming up on my landmark, my turnaround point. It is this random ass fence on the side of the road here. And turn around. Whoosh. And now we go home. Alright, I'm gonna make my first meal here and make the rest of them later when I'm back from going out. It's gonna be protein, oats, almond butter, and some blueberries, but less of all that stuff as of like a few days ago, because I'm actually dieting now. Bon appetit. Alright, girlfriend's having her massage appointment right now, so I'm going to take a nap because I didn't get enough sleep last night because I had to wake up early. Once she's done, we're going to head to Body Shop Fitness over in Bothell. And they have a tanning bed there, so I'm going to go tan in there, and then we're going to go grocery shopping. Let's see if I fit in this thing. Okay, that's tanning done. I'm the passenger princess right now. Here's my lovely chauffeur. She's not showing her face. Oh, there she is. We're going to Wally World now to get groceries. What are we getting? Chicken?
Chicken, hot sauce.
Hot sauce.
And household essentials.
Yeah, I don't know what any of the household stuff is. That's Megan's directive. I don't know what goes on. She just keeps things clean for me, so. You seeing this shit? Still hailing. There's Walmart. Walmart. Are they all busted?
Yeah.
And you can swap them around. Yeah. I don't eat eggs or egg whites because they make me fart. The Walmart brand Crystal Light. Pretty clutch. Very cheap. I drink a lot of these when I'm dieting. What you have there? A little bit of mustard. Just a little bit. Okay, we escaped Walmart. Bad news, they don't have any fresh produce or meat there. So, are we going to Winco or the restaurant store?
Winky Dinks and then the restaurant store.
We're going to both. So, this is turning into quite the errand. Here we are at the greatest grocery store ever, Winco Foods. Unfortunately, there's not one of these really close to where we live, so we have to drive up to like fucking Everett to get here, but it's worth the drive. We always get a bunch of chicken. Okay, we found everything we needed at Winco. We got hot sauce, chicken. Hi, Megan.
Hi.
Hot sauce, chicken. What else do we get? Chives.
Chives. Bang energy drinks.
Energy drinks, yeah. Some more. Oh, we got Weiler's, not the ghetto Kool-Aid shit. The Walmart version. We got Weiler's, which is better. It's like Crystal Light for broke people.
And a sleeve of muffins.
English muffins.
Mm-hmm.
Not for me. And, oh yeah, pineapple. Full pineapple, so it's not for what you think. That is everything. We were going to go to the restaurant store, but I need to go home and eat. And I'm sick of driving around places, so. Whom? Behold the grocery haul. We have this little cart thing to bring stuff up from the cars in the parking garage because it's very inconvenient to bring bags, but we filled that bitch up. And now to unload it. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys how I cook and portion out my rice. And it's kind of needlessly complicated, but it's more precise this way, so I feel like I have to do it. So, yeah. First of all, we're gonna take our rice pot here and weigh it. 443 grams. Okay, we're gonna zero that out. Next, we're going to add up all the rice for all the meals I'm eating tomorrow, which right now is 315 grams a day. And then my girlfriend is having 50 grams a day, which I'm going to add in on top of. These are raw weight measurements, by the way. So 315 plus 50 is what? 365. So nailed it. For 365 grams of rice, I'll put in just over 365 grams of water. is that like? Yeah, about double. Go ahead and stick that in here. Set the delay timer for 6 hours so it's ready in the morning. White rice. There you go. Simple as that. And we will finish this tomorrow morning. Okay. The rice is cooked from last night. So, 365 grams of raw rice came out to this. So let's go ahead and stick this on the scale. That's it. 0. So 1141. So what we're going to do is take 1141 minus the weight of the pot, which is 443 grams, which will get you, I don't know, but that'll be the weight of the cooked rice. And then you can take the weight of the raw rice, or excuse me, the weight of the cooked rice divided by the weight of the raw rice, and that'll give you a ratio between the two. And then you can use that number to portion out accordingly into each meal. 1141 minus 443, 698 divided by 365. So 1.91 is our ratio. So for example, my second and third meal have 85 grams of rice in it. So 1.91 times 85 is 162. So I'm going to take 162 grams of this rice and put it into my meals, and then just do that for all my shit. Easy. Well, it takes a little math, so it might be scary, but it's not that bad. There we go. 161 grams out of there, into there. Rinse and repeat. Okay, meal 2 and 3 have 85 grams of rice. Meal 4 has 100, and this is 45. Fucking 45 grams of rice. Look at this, there's nothing in here. And now we're gonna put the meat in, which is in here. Big box of chicken. No, you fucks don't get to see everything in my fridge. I know what you're thinking. Alright, so meal 2, 330 grams of chicken. Meal 3, 330 grams of chicken. Meal 4, 250 grams of chicken. Meal 5, 330 grams of chicken. It's not very complicated, pretty repetitive. This is why I don't understand why people want to see like full day of eating videos. Like, you want me to see me eat the same shit 4 times in a row? Okay, fine, here it is. Have fun. Alright, that's all my meals. 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's a whole lot of chicken and rice. None of you should be surprised. If you are, you must be new here. But pretty soon it's going to be fish and chicken. And then it will be all fish, which I'm looking forward to actually, because all this is like 330 grams is like 11 and a half ounces of chicken. So it's kind of hard to get down because it's dry and kind of sucks, but I need to eat this right now because it's been a while. But yeah, that's meal prep. Easy peasy. You know what time it is. Put some Melinda's black truffle sauce on there. Shit is cash. And a little bit of this to wash it down. A little Crystal Light. Oh yeah, my girlfriend got me flowers. Isn't that nice? So sweet. She got me that balloon too for my birthday. And that's coming up on 2 months old. But it's still, it's looking pretty sad actually, but it's up there. Hang in there, buddy. Hello friends, we're going to cook some beef. And I hear you saying, Stuart, your beef was just removed from your meal. Well, our camera woman still eats beef, and we had a 25-pound chunk of like bottom round, I think, and it was taking up half of our freezer, so we need to cook it. and then freeze it again, and then Megan can eat it as she likes. So it was one giant block before, so I'm gonna like cut these up more, and we're going to pressure cook it. And I'll try not to cut myself. We just got this pressure cooker. It's like 22 quarts, 5.5 gallons. So you can fit a shitload of food in here. We've done like 40 pounds of chicken at a time. This is 25 pounds of beef. You could probably do like 50 pounds of chicken if you wanted to. Actually, let's pick out a seasoning. All right, we never use this, so we're just gonna dump a bunch of it all over this. I figured the YouTube comments, if I were to cook all of this meat without seasoning, would just be horrible. So I'm doing this out of fear, really. Our meat is all chopped up and poorly seasoned, but seasoned. You can use beef broth for this. That would take a shitload of beef broth to do properly, so I'm just gonna fill it up with water until the level is basically like covering everything. Gotta let it settle. Okay, that's good. I don't really know if this is the right way to do it. This is just what I've done every time I've done it, and it's like cooked. So this is where the magic happens. This is a lid which seals on there. And you've got a pressure release valve here, basically. So you can set the pressure, 1, 2, 3 settings. This is 5 PSI, 10 PSI, and 15 PSI. We're gonna put it on 3. And that's to make sure that this doesn't turn into a bomb, because if you just continue to heat this without releasing any of the excess pressure, then that's how you make a bomb. Again, don't do that. But so it's gonna take, because this is so fucking big, it's gonna take a while to heat up. So I've got it on like really high heat right now, and when this pressure gauge is gonna start to build up, when it gets up to 3, this valve up here will start hissing to release the excess pressure. At that point, we can turn the heat back down to just keep it steady as opposed to increasing the pressure. And then once it reaches the pressure, leave it there for like 40, 45 minutes. You can release the pressure quickly or just let it cool down, which is what I usually do. So now we wait. Okay, this thing's been going for like, I don't know, an hour or so now. And you can see the pressure's built up there. And that hissing sound is coming out of this vent. So, you know, like I said before, to prevent it from exploding. So we're gonna turn the heat down a little lower from where it was. And now we're gonna set the timer going for like 45 minutes. And that'll be the cook time. And then we just pull off the heat and let it cool down. And that's that. Okay, so I fucked up. This is my 4th meal here. It's chicken and rice again. I forgot to pull out pineapple from the freezer in the morning so it would defrost by the time I can eat it. So now I have frozen pineapple. So it's kind of fun because you can pretend it's like a popsicle and kind of suck on it, chew it a little bit, like when you were a kid. But it's kind of a pain in the ass to eat. So while this bitch is cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and eat next. This is the last meal before the gym, and use your big spoon, your shovel. 40 minutes in, turn this bitch off, and scoot it over to the side. Finally, time to get ready for the gym. Just being all this shit. Carbs, more carbs, EAAs, pre-workout. I always weigh out my pre-workout because I use about 2/3 of a serving, which is like 19 grams or so. And if I take too much of this, it has like 600 milligrams caffeine in it, which is way too much for me. So this gives me like 400 or so, which is high but manageable. $40 grams of that. So in order to get 25 grams of EAAs out of this, because it's got a bunch of other like ingredients on the back for like hydration stuff, to get 25 grams of actual EAAs, it's about 40 grams of powder. So I can't fit my hand in here, so I usually use a spoon to serve this stuff. Done. Okay, we're doing another one of these voiceover things because me and my social anxiety won't allow me to, clip a microphone of myself in the gym and talk to the camera. I just can't get over that. Probably not going to change, let's be honest. But I'm recording this the day after. Well, it's Wednesday right now, actually. This was all for Monday. But anyways, just run through the session real quick. I'm starting off with these laying down cable laterals. I don't know exactly what to call them. 3 sets of this, 2 sets of incline press, 2 sets of flat press. I think I did a drop set on the second set of flat press. And then 2 sets of cable flies, pec flies, and 3 sets of dumbbell laterals, and then 3 sets each of a tricep extension and an overhead tricep extension. So that covers that. Anyways, week and a half into prep here. I think that's since the last time I did one of these videos, a lot more people have announced they're doing the New York Pro, which is a show I'm getting ready for, amongst others. So, big name obviously is Nick Walker is doing it. He's coming back to try and win his second title, and I think it's very likely he will. I am not delusional. I pride myself on being realistic, and I'm not beating Nick. But, they did increase the prize money for second place, too. Unfortunately, Tonio is going to be there again. So, I think I could match up pretty good with Tonio. I did last year. He's improved. I've also improved. I'm going to be chasing better condition this time, so that'll be fun to compete against him again. But, so there's a couple other guys, some of whom have announced, some who have not announced that they're doing it. I know Martin Fitzwater is he's doing Detroit first, and then if he doesn't win that show, I think there's a possibility he could. If he doesn't win that, I think he's doing New York next. So, I'm actually really looking forward to competing against Martin, because Martin's like damn near the same age as me, and I've been following him on Instagram for like ages now, like years, and maybe this is a bad habit, but I've always kind of liked to compare myself to other guys who are like similar age to me. I'm 27. I just turned 27. And he's like a guy I've always kind of used as like a measuring stick for myself, because he's really good. Oh, that's Megan there. She's camera shy. Hi, Megan. But yeah, he's really good, and I've always wanted to compete against him and see if I could beat him. I'm not really sure how we'll measure up together. He gets some really good condition. He's very complete. He's got great shape. I think he arguably could have won that show in Texas a couple years ago. I was rooting for him. And I'm a fan of him too. So, and then there's another couple other guys that are doing that show that have not made it public yet. Carlos, I believe, just said recently that he's doing it. He's also doing the Arnold South America, or Arnold Brazil rather, a little before that. So it's going to be a really busy lineup. There's going to be a lot of really good competitors there. So, but big picture, like I'm I'm planning on hitting quite a few shows this year, like I've talked about. The first three, New York, Cali, Toronto, are all close together. And then I got a break. I'm going to do, I think I have a guest posing in between there. I have a couple of guest posings this year. But after that, I'm going to do Vancouver and Chicago. I'm looking forward to Chicago because Jordan Hutchinson's going to be doing it. And Jordan's a buddy of mine. I met him a little bit ago. He's with Gasp. And we're going to try and turn that into a little rivalry thing going into that show. He won the Mr. USA the year before me. So it'll be fun to compete against him. And he's a really nice guy, too. Jordan, you need bigger arms. You do that and you fucking whip me. You know what you need to do. But yeah, so running into a long season here. As far as I talked about the beginning of the video, I started prep on this Saturday, or the Saturday, like a week and a half ago. So I brought my food down just recently, significantly, and that should get the needle moving now. And I'm gonna try to personally, I feel I'm a little behind schedule right now because I usually start ahead of schedule. So I want to get myself ahead of schedule. 10 and a half weeks out now. By 7 or 8 weeks out, I want to be in real good shape. So, in the next couple of weeks here, probably drop 10 to 15 pounds, get myself into the mid 260s kind of. And from there, we can do things a little more gradual. I mean, big picture, I want to be way harder this year. I think that's my best bet. So I'm starting to sound like a broken record, I know, but I'm considering that. If I want to be harder in New York, just flat out leaner, less body fat, right? I'm gonna have to really carefully manage things when I, am doing multiple shows, because you're kind of walking a much finer line as far as keeping your body holding together and keeping a good look when you're super lean. If you're in the condition I was in last year, then you're not quite as fragile, quite as frail. You're not at as much of a risk for losing tissue if you overdo things. So I'm not really worried about it. I've got Blue leading the way. The guy's a magician. He knows exactly what to do with me. We've been doing this for a long time, so we'll just keep on communicating and just constant changes to make sure I'm on track. So let's see, it's Wednesday. I'm recording this voiceover, but on Thursday, tomorrow morning, I'm going to be heading to the Arnold Classic, which is the first time I've ever been to a big expo. I will be in booth 1104, I believe, with Paul and Nutrition. I'll probably roam around a little bit, but bare minimum, I'll be at that booth from 10 to 12 and 2 to 4 on both Friday and Saturday at the expo. I'll probably be there more, but I'm not really an expo goer kind of guy, even though I've never even been to one. It's just doesn't really sound like my cup of tea, if I'm being honest. Going and grabbing free samples and taking pictures with people. There are some people I definitely want to take pictures with. One guy, Evan Setapani, he actually reached out to me because I was on a podcast recently, and I mentioned that I was a really big fan of his, and I always have been. I think Evan's super cool. And he messaged me and said, "Hey, are you going to be at the Arnold? We should come say hi." And I was like, "Fuck yes, dude! I want to meet you so bad." I don't quote me on this, but I believe Evan just retore his quad. That might be wrong, but yeah. So he's maybe kind of cooped up. I feel real bad for him, but it'll be really cool to meet him. I've always been a huge fan. The first videos I ever saw of Evan were his animal cooking series. Or wait, no, maybe this was for bodybuilding.com. But he did a couple of cooking videos where he talked about how he cooks his chicken and how he cooks his rice and flavors it and stuff. And like, you know, Evan actually puts a lot of effort into his meal prep, and I'm like the polar opposite. So he'll probably hate me after I tell him I just pressure cook everything. As you guys saw earlier, I'm a very lazy cook, but yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting him. Couple of, you know, other competitors that I know and kind of buddies with are going to be there. I just texted Hunter, actually, Hunter Larada. He's going to be at the gas meetup on Thursday at American Barbell. So, like, I'm getting off the plane Thursday evening there. I'm going just Ubering straight over to the gym, and I'm going to train arms with him. So, that'll be fun. As far as I know, like, my plan right now is to just train at Pro's Gym, which is real close to the expo. As some of you guys know, it's like a few blocks away. You can walk there. Unfortunately, it's real close to the expo, so it's going to be a fucking madhouse. I know it. So, you know, I'll try to do my best to get good training sessions in. If I can team up with somebody, that would probably make things easier so we can tag team equipment and actually get a spot. But I imagine this whole weekend's going to be a madhouse. I don't really know what to expect, but it's I'm excited for it because, you know, I'm going to be starting prep now. I'm going to be on my feet a lot. I'm going to be walking around and burning calories. I mean, day to day for me, my activity level is like super fucking low. I spend most of my day at my desk, either, you know, doing client stuff or, you know, terrorizing the Surus bodybuilding Discord. Oh yeah, that's what I look like, by the way, right now. I'm kind of like skinny fat, so love the camera angle too. Good job, Stu. You really nailed that shit. Steven Spielberg in this bitch. So yeah, I mean, hopefully, I'm hoping I come back like, you know, 5-6 pounds lighter with the big food drop recently and all the activity that I'll be doing over this trip. Should be good. You know, I just want to get this show on the road. I kind of feel like the competition's already like a step ahead of me conditioning wise, and you know, if that's my goal this year, then better get my ass in gear. But yeah, that was a training session. I hope you enjoyed it. This is what I look like. It's gonna get better from here, I promise. No more skinny fat shit, not for long at least. So yeah, if you guys are coming to the Arnold, come say hi at the booth. My phone's going to be melting, so don't try to contact me there. It's not going to happen. But yeah, you guys know where to find me. So peace. Just waiting for the old lady to finish up cardio. Back in the gym. And this thing is still warm, but it is cooled down. So, moment of truth. Shit. Oh, look at that. Let's get some light on that baby. Oh. What does that look like to you? Looks like a pot of beef stew. Oh. Oh, good. And just throw it in the freezer because it's going to take forever to eat. And I'm not eating any of it now, so it's all up to you, Megan. Oh, look at that. It's just falling apart, dude. Look at that. Beautiful. All right, friends. It's 11:23. I have a little bit of work to finish up, but I'll basically do it for the day. Take a shower. Eat. I got my post-workout shake here, which is dextrose and whey isolate. Yeah, today was a pretty busy day, somewhat productive. Had to go to like 3 different stores, which was annoying, but got our food, got our training in. First training session on like the lower food felt fine. It was a little flatter, but like not flat by any means, just a little flatter, which is correct or to be expected for what we're doing. So it's Monday today, train tomorrow, rest here on Wednesday, and then Thursday I'm flying to Columbus for the Arnold Classic. I'm going to be at the Apollon booth. I think it's like 11:04, if I'm remembering correctly. But there's a map if you want to try and find me there. I'll be there 10 to 12 and 2 to 4 on both Friday and Saturday, but probably more than just those hours. I'll probably be spending a lot of the expo time there. As far as like stuff for the rest of these vlogs, I mean, I'm going to be doing the same shit for the rest of prep pretty much, just with less food and probably less energy and less enthusiasm. as if my enthusiasm was high to begin with. It's not. I do want to I need to replace some suspension components on my car, so I might just record that because it sounds like fun. Well, fun. You can watch me struggle working on my car, which will be entertaining at least. 2-hour jobs always turn into 10-hour jobs when I do that shit, so I have to replace all the front suspension components on, not the shocks, fortunately. Those are okay. They're very expensive, but all the control arms, bushings, sway bar links, etc. So I'll be doing that at some point. But yeah, that'll do it for today. Thanks for watching, friends.